Listening to you guys' show on the radio, and I turned it up because I heard you guys talking about Pokemon Go and some of that other stuff, and I got a laugh out of it. But I also heard you guys talking about one of the local businesses, D14, the airsoft field.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm really good friends with those guys. We got a real big community going on when it comes to airsoft and whatnot. And I used to work with a company called GI Tactical out in Plano, Texas, and we do kind of a lot of partnerships with those guys and a couple of the other airsoft fields in the area. But
GI Tactical actually was also taking donations for the foundation, and what D14 brought us also includes donations that
GI Tactical.
Thank you, took.
Yeah, no, those guys up there, everybody, the whole community, real tight-knit community. So, when we all heard about what was going on in Dallas and the aftermath of all that, everybody was kind of like, oh, well, let's come together. And I don't want to sit here and say like I'm any part of that, because I wasn't really any part of that. I just wanted to, I thought it was cool that you guys were talking about the, those guys, that community,
Well, we're happy to do it. I mean, when you raised $2,600 for the foundation,
they did, yes, they did.
At the very least, you're going to get a station tour, and they did.
Yeah.
And they brought us pizza. So, and again, the only person that really is going to be hurt by that is Russ, because he's not here to eat it.
Right. Yeah, no, I thought it was funny because I saw, Jay's actually one of my friends on Facebook, and, obviously we're all real close up there at the field with the GI Tactical guys and then the D14 guys. And he was asking this morning about, he goes, hey, I'm about to buy pizza for some of my buddies, and I needed to know if anybody had any suggestions on what's good in town. And there were a bunch of people that were commenting on it. And when I heard you guys start talking about it, I was like, no, is he talking about, is he? And then I listened a little bit more, and he threw out D14. I was like, oh, man, there it is. What do you know? So,
yeah, small world, man. Yeah, and so, again, we appreciate all the help that everyone's really done as far as helping to raise more funds for the officers that have fallen, and, of course, unfortunately, for the ones that will fall in the future. But, Con, we appreciate the call, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And if you get a chance, you ought to check out that field. Come down there and give it a try yourself. And
real quick, I'm curious, because I said earlier, when the airsoft stuff first came out back in the 2000s, we actually would occasionally do it after shows. Back when we were at CBS, we'd run around the radio station and shoot each other. Has the technology gotten different? Does it hurt more, or is it all pretty much the same as it was when it first came out?
Well, when it comes to airsoft, airsoft itself is actually kind of, it's similar to paintball in a way. The main difference is obviously
the guns look real.
Yeah, they look a whole lot real, like a lot more realistic. The realism is there, whereas in paintball it's not really there as much. So what a lot of guys do is it's called MILSIM, or military simulation.
Right.
And we've got a lot of guys that come from military backgrounds, law enforcement backgrounds. There's a couple of Texas troopers that I know that play. Some of the local police department guys play. We got a bunch of guys that are all prior military or active military. And, it's just kind of something to come back and, I don't want to say integrate back into society because it separates them from, everybody else. But, it's something that they can do that, hey, you know what? It's this military training and mentality and whatnot, but you're still coming back into normal society, getting along with everybody and able to actually talk to people. And it's just good fun. The technology has definitely come a long way from just kind of the stuff you see at Walmart. Some of the airsoft guns that GI Tactical sells, actually, they can range pretty far. You've got accurate shots out like 200 feet, 250 feet.
Okay. Now, I think a very important question that I don't know if everyone is wondering, but I'm wondering it, and therefore I think it's important. Do they have the Gatling gun yet?
Oh, absolutely. That's been out.
Yeah. What about grenades? Can you throw grenades yet?
Yes, they have. You've got grenades. You've got
RTGs.
Launchers,
Yeah.
RTGs. You've got, everything. The whole 9 yards. It's designed to mimic that kind of, military style of play. The way that I like to compare it is think, like Call of Duty or Battlefield or, whatever first-person shooter game that you play. But instead of sitting on the couch, you're actually getting outside, getting exercise, interacting with people, so on and so forth. And some of these videos you'll see on like YouTube, for example, you got helicopters flying around. It's nothing that serious.
What?
At least not yet, but there's a real big event that happens once a year.
Humvees.
Oklahoma, and it's called Broken Home. There's several the guys in the community like going to that one, but it's a military simulation event. They have helicopter rides out there, so you can get up in the helicopter with the airsoft gun and shoot down at people down below you. And it's ridiculous, man. You think airsoft, and you think, oh, let's go shoot at each other with BB guns.
Right.
But
can you set up
entirely?
So now I'm going to actually ask a question that's going to go a step or two below, attack helicopters. Can you do like tripwires and airsoft claymores and stuff?
Yeah, they have.
Of course you can. Why ask such a stupid question? If you're shooting people from a helicopter, they've clearly got claymores.
Not stupid, like airsoft as both a sport and just kind of as a thing has gotten kind of a bad rap, because you got a lot of guys that they can get out there and kind of do some stupid stuff with airsoft guns, and safety is a real big concern in the community. So you've got kids, we try to say, hey, look, you don't want to take these things out in public. Make sure you stay at a field when you're playing at an airsoft field.
Don't run across 35 and play.
Exactly, and you've got, unfortunately there have been some things that have happened in the past where, kids run out in the public and some bad stuff happens, and, it's unfortunate, but, it's a very in-depth sport.
Sounds like it.
Got a lot to it. So I definitely recommend coming out to one of these fields. D14 is a great field. There's a couple other fields in the area, and check them out, man. Come out there and have some fun. They've got rentals available. I'm sure.
All right, thank you,
guys.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
We should check out those fields. They got some great fields, and
I might
the
hit
community. He was very, very nice.
Very nice. Lots of information.
Yeah. And
lots of information.
They donated a lot.
And more information. But I think the key thing that we've taken out of this is we all need to go.
Yeah.
And one of us is going to have to strap Russ to our back. We got to get him out of the house.
You got that.
You know what? We'll invite Lisa and the what?
You got that arrow cart, right?
And Lisa can tote Russ around in the arrow cart. It'll be like a 21st century my left foot.
Yeah.
Except for Russ, it's my right toe.
That's